KuppaJoy's game a legend bold. Gentle grace, don't be deceived. In dayz, she got tricks up her sleeve. Street talk, her rep proceeds. Swift and fierce makes the pros concede. Camouflaged in kindness, don't get cute. When it's crunch time, she's ready to execute. Ruthless, wipes out foes clean. Game of dayz, she's the unseen queen. Pushes limits, knows no bounds. Her legacy echoes in these small town sounds. Ghost in the shadows, move sly. Enemies fall, no reason why. KuppaJoy, a paradox, no doubt. Puts you in your place you can't figure out. Survivors still keen and sharp. Enemies drop, melody to the heart. Silence speaks, stories remain. Written in echoes, entangled in pain. Ruthless, wipes out foes clean. Game of dayz, she's the unseen queen. Pushes limits, knows no bounds. Her legacy echoes in these small town sounds. Ruthless, wipes out foes clean. Game of dayz, she's the unseen queen. Pushes limits, knows no bounds. Her legacy echoes in these small town sounds.
Morning sun paints the sky in hues of gold. Small town whispers of stories untold. KuppaJoy, she's a sight to see. Breathtaking voice sets her wild and free. Gamer by night, in the quiet she hides. Memorizing eyes where fantasy collides. Her laughter echoes like a sweet tavern song. Stunningly beautiful, where the heart belongs. Don't be fooled by her gentle grace. In the game she'll put you in your place. Extraordinary day in the life she weaves. Follow her path and you won't believe. Farmers plow fields while she conquers realms. The small town queen wears many helms. With a heart of gold and a sharpened mind, in her embrace true comfort you'll find. Main streets abuzz with her legends told. From her humble heart stories unfold. Her games entice, but it's her warmth that draws. She wins her battles, but never without a cause. Don't be fooled by her gentle grace. In the game she'll put you in your place. Extraordinary day in the life she weaves. Follow her path and you won't believe. Don't be fooled by her gentle grace. In the game she'll put you in your place. Extraordinary day in the life she weaves. Follow her path and you won't believe. Don't be fooled by her gentle grace. In the game she'll put you in your place. Extraordinary day in the life she weaves. Follow her path and you won't believe. Don't be fooled by her gentle grace. In the game she'll put you in your place. Extraordinary day in the life she weaves. Follow her path and you won't believe. Won't believe.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the one and only KuppaJoy. She'll dominate you playing dayz. Looking for mercy, it won't be given.
In-game KuppaJoy won't make you cry, so get gone before it's time to die. She rules the land and owns the night. Better find a place that's out of sight. KuppaJoy gonna take control, playing dayz with a heart of coal. No mercy here, just grit and grind. You can't escape her brilliant mind.
She's got that power you can't deny. Hear her footsteps and you know why. Resilient, strong like iron steel, gonna make you feel what's real. KuppaJoy, the game's top queen. In this world she's always seen. Fear her name, her skill so mean. In dayz she reigns supreme. KuppaJoy gonna take control, playing dayz with a heart of coal. No mercy here, just grit and grind. You can't escape her brilliant mind. KuppaJoy, the game's top queen. In this world she's always seen. Fear her name, her skill so mean. In dayz she reigns supreme. KuppaJoy gonna take control, playing dayz with a heart of coal. No mercy here, just grit and grind. You can't escape her brilliant mind. Small town, whisper stories thick. KuppaJoy's game, cutthroats or slick. Don't be fooled by gentle grace. In the dayz, she'll end your face. Play the game, she sets the rules. Watch your back, don't be the fool. She's ruthless, cold terminator. See your dreams, devastator. KuppaJoy, the legend grows. In the shadows, her power shows. In the dayz battlefield, no mercy, no lost appeal. Silent hunter, cunning mind. The game she plays, cruelly designed. Friends may turn foes in her sight. Survive the day, survive the night. Whispers grow louder in the breeze. Her name strikes fear, brings you to knees. No be fooled by gentle grace. In the dayz, she'll end your face. Play the game, she sets the rules. Watch your back, don't be the fool. She's ruthless, cold terminator. See your dreams, devastator. KuppaJoy, the legend grows. In the shadows, her power shows. In the dayz battlefield, no mercy, no lost appeal. KuppaJoy, the legend grows. In the shadows, her power shows. In the dayz battlefield, no mercy, no lost appeal. KuppaJoy, the legend grows. In the shadows, her power shows. In the dayz battlefield, no mercy, no lost appeal. No mercy, no lost appeal. No mercy, hill.
Hey chat, hi everyone. Thank you for joining me. Yes, it is. Hi. Hi, Righty. How are you? Thanks for joining me. We're gonna continue our what is it? Our play from yesterday. If you were not here from the beginning, you know, I do have the yesterday's on Twitch stream as well. You could watch back. Let's go right in. Let's see. I'm already in, so there we go. We are at base. We're at our base. Okay. Oh, there's a storm coming. Yeah. This is our base. There's like 3 people that lives here. Our base looks good. This is my container. It has some stuff in there. This is the locker. The guns I found. And this is so cute. Look, you could find like these teddy bears. So I have 4 so far. Aren't they adorable? So cute. And then I have 2 on me. This is what we look like right now. Okay, so we're fine for now. We do need a pair of shoes, so we need to find a pair of shoes. You do? Oh my god! Are you on right now? You should come and play. Yeah, watch and come and play at the same time. This is my barrel. It has some stuff in there. And then this is my little standy case. It's so cute and adorable. Let's see. Oh, let's go get our vehicle. Let's get started. Oh, are you at work? Oh, okay, okay. Are you gonna come in later? Kevo? Kev, are you gonna come in later? It'll be nice to meet you. Prudes! Hi! How are you? I miss you! I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's do our garage. Let's get our vehicle. I love the no damage when you jump over stuff. I just love it so much. Okay, for sure. I'll keep an eye on you. Maybe we'll do like a, I don't know. You want to come in and we go looting later when you're on? What do you go by? What do you go by? Like Kev, Riding, the whole name? Okay, this is my favorite vehicle. This is my favorite vehicle on this server. I love this car. It goes uphill, easy uphill. It could go uphill. It could, it's small enough. I just love it, and it's cheap. Okay, let's get in there. Oh, you know what? Let me check my inventory real quick. Make sure I have everything I need. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thanks. Kev. Crispy bacon? You go by crispy bacon? I'm confused. You go by crispy bacon? That's gonna make people hungry. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay, so I should call you crispy bacon or crisp? What the heck is going on? Why am I not going? Look. Something's not right. try that again. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, finally! My fingers were on the wrong button. In game. Okay. I'll look for your name, Crispy Bacon. How long time ago? I miss you guys too. It's taking a long time waiting for the wife, but we'll be there again. I know, Prudes. I might go back on that server, I'm not sure. I'm loving this server though. I'm loving this server so much, Prudes. You should come in with Shaka and try it. Because on this server, Prudes, they're not gonna wipe until February. So, it's called After. Let me get the, hold on, let me double check the name, okay? 1 second, I'm gonna tap out. Okay, it's called After the Virus Reborn. And it's a Banov map. He's not gonna wipe until February. And if he does wipe, you get to keep all your money in the bank. All the money that you have in the bank, you could keep. So, I will message you the name just in case you missed it for somehow. I'll message the name and the IP number and all that information to you. It's an awesome map. They have like black market. They have a special market on the weekend only. They have key rooms that you could go to. They have gas area. Let's see. The only difference is that it's a beautiful map. It's like so beautiful. You'll see when I actually drive around. It's so pretty. And they have the Dark Horde. So that's there. What else? Oh, the admin. The admins are very active here. And they are very helpful. So, like, you know, if you need help or anything, they're ASAP. Because most servers are not like that. I have to say, the admin on here, if you need them, they're on Discord. They will come right away. You don't have to wait and stuff like that, especially if they're on. And the owner's always on as well. It's one of those servers where he says what he means and he means what he says, you know? So if he says something, he means it. If something's happening within the server, he does do voting so that people have a say in those. So he cares about the people who plays on his server. You know, it's just not like a discussion, you know, within the admin. He actually cares so that you have a say in the players. Oh, it's so good. There's any kind of no world boss. No world boss. But there's underground stuff. I haven't found it. There's like a bunker that you go underground. And I haven't found it yet. But all that stuff you have to find for yourself. Like nobody is kind of like, you know, you're not. I don't know if you're supposed to tell people. But maybe Kev knows. So I'm trying. This is actually like my second week only. And so I'm trying to see if I could find somebody who's been underground. And that would be fun. Like he has a few, they say a few underground. I don't know if it's just like talk, but for sure they have underground stuff. So that would be interesting. Like they said there's a lot to do. You just have to find it. Yeah, it would be like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, I don't, I was like, I'm scared. I wouldn't be scared. But yeah, you guys should come try this, you know, while you're waiting. You might fall in love with it, like I did. This is the trader. Oh, I hear some cows. So that's the trader right there. Isn't that neat? It's like a, look, it's a rock. And then this is consumable. This is medical. This is P2P. So you can sell your stuff in here. They have this where you could load up your ammo if you don't have an ammo loader. No, there's no PvP. So you're good. Yeah, this zone for it's a safe zone. I guess he doesn't want like animals and zombie in here, that's why. Okay, and then this guy is the attachment guy, regular attachment. This guy is a regular weapon, like the vanilla weapon. This one is clothing. This is the specialty clothing, the guy with the wings. This is the high-end weapon, you know, where, you know, not the vanilla weapon. This is the vanilla weapon guy. This one is the high-end weapon. And then they have black market also. And you have to find the black market. The people won't tell you where it is, so you have to actually look for the black market. This is clothing, regular clothing. That's the regular clothing. This is the specialty clothing. And this is base building stuff. And they don't have everything, so you have to find some stuff. ATM, water wheel, water, the well here. You could land up here if you want to. So there's no fall damage, so if you wanted to jump, like, you know, down like that, you can. You won't die. So that's the trader. Then if you want the, he said he's gonna change the vehicle. So this is the like a few cars over here if you want to buy like. Oh, maybe he changed it. Did he change it? Oh no. So he has a few cars here. And this is the one that I got that I really love. The Land Rover. So you click here and then where it says skin and varieties, you could choose like different colors. Green, blue. I get the yellow. And then you'll buy it. This is the price. Darn it. Okay, sorry, I don't know if you guys heard me. This is where you would park it if you want to park it at Trader. You put it here. And then you go in here and then you store it in here. Your garage opens it and then you see your vehicles and then you could retrieve it. If it's not, it's right here. And then you could store it. Let's see what else. Oh, and if you want to buy this house right here, it's 50 million. And you're thinking, oh my god, how do I make 50 million? Okay, so when you make 50 million, what happens is that this house comes with you all the time. So even if he wipes the server 1,000 times, you still have this house. So every time you come on after wipe, this house will be there for you because you spend $50 million. This is the living room, the kitchen. There's 5 rooms, I think. There's 1 room right here. Second room. Third room. 4. And the 5th room is, I think, right here. Yeah, there. No, is the 4th the same as... Oh, no, it is different. Okay. Yeah. And then you could exit through here as well. This is the back. So 50 million if you have enough money and you don't ever want to build again. After each wipe, you get, you know, your base back. Then you don't have to worry about it. Then you could refill the gas here. That way you don't have to go find a gas station. Let's see what else is here. Oh, if you want to buy a heli. For now he has it here. He said he might move the heli trader. But for now, it's over here. Let me double check. I don't think it's 24. Oh, yeah. It's 24 slots. Yeah. 24. Correct. And then this is the guy that you would buy your heli from. Oh, he has these new ones. These are the new ones that he just added. And then these are the Red Falcon ones. And then these are the flight crates and the parts. Okay. I hope I see both of you guys on. It'll be fun to play with you guys. So when you buy it, your heli will spawn right here. And then you just fly it down. You know. But yeah, I just started, so this is trader. Yeah, I don't think he wanted like animals and like zombies in here when we're in here. That's why he made this like safe zone. And then black market, of course, like I said, you have to find it on here. Like it's a secret. And so once you find it, you will know where it is at all the time. Hope you guys like it. Okay, let's look at the map. Where are we going today? We are going... Let's see. Let's go. Let's do an easy run, our first one. So let's go to the military. Let's go to the military. Exotic cars is the where you will get the rest of the cars if you're new to this server. So it's actually, where is it at? Oh, okay, that's my base. Exotic, here it is. So there's the exotic cars right here. So you will go there to get your, you know, vehicle. The rest of the vehicles are over there. If you don't like the vanilla here. But I love this car right here. I love it. I say don't buy the other ones. This, I would buy this as a first vehicle if I was coming on. If I knew that, I would have bought this first. I love this car. Okay, so we're in gear 3, right? Third gear. Watch us go uphill. I mean, it has no problems going uphill most of the time. Some of those vehicles, you have to put in first gear to go uphill, but not this one. See? Just goes up. Third. You don't have to change gear at all. Goes up. See? No problems at all. I love it! Oh, we should have taken our heli. It's okay. It's fine. We'll just drive there. And let's see. I think it's on... I'm trying to remember which street I would take to go there. I think it's this one right here. There it is. This left one. Okay, sounds good, Prods. We're going to the military. Okay, so we're going up here. But you know what? Let me double check something real quick. Let's see if I got that right. I want to make sure all your questions are answered when I go in here.
Hey, Kuppa.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, so, some people are asking me about the server.
Okay.
And I think okay, I just want to make sure I say this correctly. If there is a wipe, okay, which he's thinking February, but if there's a wipe before that, you keep your bank account. That's what I
Yes.
told. Okay. And the house that they want to buy is 50 mil, and it comes with them for the rest of their life.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Even if there's a wipe, they still have it. Is it at the
Yes.
same location, or can they pick a new location?
That I couldn't answer.
Okay.
That'd be a peaky question.
Okay. So
Mhm.
I would ask him that. Okay.
But he's making a video right now, so.
Okay, Prods. Thank you.
Oh, let's see how that goes.
Kuppa has a question for you, Peaky.
Oh, so
Okay, Peaky. I have some people who are asking me about the server.
yeah.
The 50 $50 million home. Can they pick a different spot, or does it have to be at the same spot each time?
Oh,
For a
so
wipe.
what'll happen is they can obviously when they buy it, they'll choose a location. It'll stay there. Then on the wipe, if they want to move it, they can.
Okay.
But then,
Okay.
but obviously once it's moved on the next wipe, it'll stay there till the wipe after. If you know what I mean.
Okay, that sounds
So
fair.
they permanently own it. But then every wipe they get to move it wherever they want, basically.
Okay, sounds good. And then the bank, it's each so this time they get to keep the bank, but then after that it's a full wipe, right?
Yeah, so the bank accounts will just wipe once a year. So there's
Okay.
two wipes a year. The bank accounts will just be once a year. So the bank accounts won't wipe now until August next year.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, you guys heard it. 2 wipes a year. The first one you get to
Right, let's
keep
go on
your
to
bank
medal and have a
account.
look.
The second one full
I didn't
wipe.
want to do too much of a video. I wanted to just do like a fly through. Let's.
To the grill room.
I'm still spoiling it.
If you guys have any other questions, let me know about this server. The owners like in Discord right now.
Okay, so it's in a minute.
Could
Well,
answer you.
Alright, I'm gonna get off here. I'll yeah. Alright, good night.
go on,
Right.
man.
I'll catch you in a bit.
See you, man.
Sometimes when they speak, they're from the UK, so I don't understand the accent. Like it's such a the UK has like such a sexy accent, but sometimes I don't understand people. I'm like, what? What did you say? But it sounds so sexy, you know? I have to say the UK and Australia accent is probably my favorite accent of all time. Those two.
Okay, so this one there.
Ah!
Right. Oh. So it's.
Oh, let me put the little mini map up. Okay.
Oh, pin editor.
Oh my god. No. Totally forgot about my mini map. Look at this. Look, I'm still in 3rd gear. It's going uphill.
Oh shit! You get the Discord thing.
I
Bling.
love this
What was that?
car. I love it.
Whatever you recorded.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake! Why is that on there? I deafened and muted it all.
But let's see. Here we are. We're here. Chat. Okay, we're here at the military. I'm gonna park over here. It's raining, which is good because it's harder for the Z to hear us. Look, I'm gonna change the tire on here, see? I'm gonna see if they have different tires that I could buy. I want the pink tires on the car. Is this the lamp? No, this is the my heli key. Here's the. Here you go, lock. Press E. Lock that.
Music. Spooky music.
Do the monster mash.
Horror.
Okay. We've got a gun, M60. Oh my god, we've got a good one.
No.
got a roll flare. Hey Clown, have you been do you know where the underground place are?
The areas?
Yeah, and is it free to go to, or do I need a key card?
You gotta find key cards.
Okay, so there's nothing that I could just go with no key cards? That's special?
No. Well, there's caves and stuff. You can, like, underground caves that
Oh,
aren't really anything.
oh, okay. Are there loots in them?
Sometimes.
Oh, PKP. Clown, when you're not busy, can you show us your base today?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
can. Yeah. Give me a second.
Is it fancy?
Nah.
Hmm.
Did I hear him? Oh my god! I got trapped there. They all came out at the same time. They're in the hospital. Oh, they're behind me too. They're behind me? I don't want to get out!
Why is nothing coming up? Creepy ring
Oh look, here's a soda.
around the rosy.
Let's drink some soda.
MP3 download. No, that's not it. Not creepy, that's so scary.
Oh, but butt plug. Let's go up here. See if we could find some charcoal. And
Yeah, the good one was a better one than that.
gas stuff. That's a pouch. I don't think we need that anymore.
Fuck's sake.
There was a good one I found one time where it was kind of like that, but then the voice turned into like a demonic, deep voice. It was kind of cool.
Clown, do you know crispy bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Oh, he was saying that. He goes, wait, I play on that server. I was like, oh.
Yep, he does. Crispy.
He's at work right now.
That was a good one, Peak.
I've downloaded it as well.
Oh my god.
Right, let's import audio.
That's some good guns right there.
They're all done.
Don't
you-
share, just import.
This ring
Are
is
you
saving
doing,
our ass from the Zed coming to get us.
Right, so,
Are you busy now, Kuppa?
No, I'm just looting.
Are you by yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
Right, I'm off Peaky and everyone else.
Alright.
no worries.
See you later.
Later.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think the Ringa Roses scared him.
It reminds him from being in the bell tower.
Yeah. Good old Quasimodo. Let's have a look now. Get the logo on first.
Oh, the Zed finally found us. Here he comes. That's the good thing about the rain, you know, they can't hear you well. Oh, the rain stopped.
Hmm? You can have it for a little while longer. You can get it about 6 o'clock. You'll get it.
Look, it's soap on a rope.
I don't care. What?
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, we're here. Oh, Clown lives here.
Right, so the logo there needs to stay the whole length. After the virus name, whole length. And coming October.
It's my house, Kuppa.
The whole length. What the hell does Phase want? I've gotten 3027 358
This is
just
Flag.
today.
This is Helly. Here's Workbench.
3,027,000.
This is Space. Oh, there's, look at his collection. Oh my god. You have a good collection.
Yeah. Hey, Kuppa. Look, I have a front door from LA.
Oh my god. You put a bar thing there.
Yeah. You can buy doors like that at the trader.
Oh, okay.
The metal ones.
Okay, good to know. This is his suit. Oh. This is his medium blue crate. Oh, you bought this too? This is what the crate looks like?
Medium blue crate. Yep.
Okay. Oh, fancy. Okay, medium crate. 3 stand. Oh, I like this. Is that the wall? Oh, this is what it looks like. Okay. This is black gun wall. Again. Oh, is this what it looks like? These shelves right here? So these are the X-Tax shelf. You could put these guys in here and collect them. Isn't that nice? Okay. I was wondering what they would look like.
Yep.
Now I know.
And this is the back door.
Oh, okay.
Brings you out to my garden. My grow area.
Oh. Okay, so you have 4 of those. A dry post. Can you buy the dry posts or do you have to make them?
Make them.
Okay.
All you need is log and a rope. That's it.
Okay. Looks good.
And then I'll show you where all the magic happens.
Okay, cannabis workbench. And what is this?
That's
Oh,
a partially complete DNA bench.
Oh, this is what it's gonna look like. Oh, I like how it's gonna say DNA key card on the desk.
And that's the arsenal room right there.
Okay. Blue safe. Blue safe. Oh, that's a gold safe. I like that gold safe. Okay. Looking good. Okay, loader.
This is the arsenal room.
Are these the big safe? Or just
No.
What size are these? So I know.
Small safe.
Small? Okay.
Or just locker safe. You want to see the big one? Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, I can't get in unless I close the door.
What?
I mean, I can't get out unless I close the door, okay? Okay, let's see what the big safe looks like. Oh! Damn. Okay, that's big. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, the I was thinking it might go up, but it goes like lengthwise. It's only one color, right?
No, there's multiple colors.
Oh, only has 200 storage.
Yeah, but you can hold like 12 guns in there.
Okay, 12 guns and 200 storage. Okay.
Yep.
And these don't work, right? These refrigerator and stuff.
That's the only downfall.
Okay.
They're cosmetic. But you got a lot of room to put stuff in this place.
Yeah, that's good. Why do I have a dildo in my hand? Chat, look. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have one of these in my hand this whole time. I like how when you put it down, it's like it stands up. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's like so hilarious. Oh, it's not like laying flat, it's actually like crazy.
We're trying to find the shelf that they'll go on.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be like game changer.
Yeah, find the shelf where they can all go on.
Yeah, and then you go
You
to
can
someone's base and you find that on the shelf.
The
You're
wall
like,
of
what the
the
heck
wall
is going
of-
on?
Yep, the wall of dildos and butt plugs.
Oh my god. That's gonna be crazy. Okay. Thanks, clown.
You want to go back to overgrown?
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. Got to look at that. So chat, you guys got to look at the house and actually like some of the stuff that goes inside this $50 million home. 50 mil. But you know what? You'll have it for the rest of your life that you're gonna play DayZ. So, you know, it's like a one-time, you know, thing only purchase, which is good, right? I mean, if you love the server a lot, you might as well, you know, invest in that. That way you don't have to kind of,
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. Time to go back and finish bagging my weed up.
Okay, have fun. That's a nice option. I actually, was like, yeah, if you really like the server, you know, and you want to stay with them, you know, might as well make that 50 mil. And then
Let me see.
you don't never have to build again. Unless you like building, you know.
You gotta go online and buy those ones like that.
I'm just looting for guns to make some money right now. Chat.
Rammstein.
But I need to find a DNA
What?
workbench. So that's what I need to do. Find a DNA workbench. Okay. So I
Your
think
controller?
I'm
On your
gonna-
Xbox.
Okay, chat, I'm gonna exit the Discord. So give me a second. Let me exit Discord.
Oh.
I'll go here and disconnect. That way, I'm all yours. Okay, there we go. Just me and you, chat. Just me and you guys. if I stop like this, that means I'm drinking my iced coffee, chat. Oh, so good, so good. I went out this morning to run some errands, and then I stopped by and got an iced coffee. It's so good. Okay, what color is this one? This one is red. How do you guys... Okay, wait. This one is red also. Never mind. See, they have... That's a yellow one. What am I talking about? Red dot. It says red dot. Why is it yellow? Let's look at this one. This one, it says yellow. Oh, it does say yellow. Okay, this one says... Let's see. Red dot. Let's see. Do you guys like that, or you like the yellow? Yellow's different, right? I mean, this one's different. Right? Look. I think I'll stick with the yellow. Isn't it weird? Like it's raining and it's like the sun is out. It's a little bit weird, huh? Where's that at? I thought I heard one over here. I know there's one here. Where do you go? This is a good helmet to have when you first start. Really good. That's what I start with. Okay. Oh, we have a grenade. You guys want to try that out later? We'll put that out. Where's all the guns? Darn. Where are the guns? Somebody looted this place already? I only found like the guns that when we first came here. There's one. Okay, got one. That's worn. What's our shoes like? Oh, we gotta switch shoes. Don't need that jacket. See, you could just jump off of here like this. Whee! I love it. Okay, we need the ammo from here. Shortcut! Okay, so far we found 2 guns. Maybe somebody came through here before I did. Oh my god, why are there 3 guns right here on top? That's interesting. Did you see how camouflage that was? I didn't even see that. Where are those guns at? Okay, I wanna put one down. Look. You can't even tell unless you look really, you know. Like if you come through here, see? You can't even really tell. It's right there. Wow. I gotta pay attention. Okay, shortcut. I love that feature. No fall damage. That way if you fly your heli, you know, and something goes wrong, you won't die, I guess. Is this worn? How's my... I like wearing these. That's worn too. 408. I'm just looking for 50 cal. 50 cal and 308. Ah! Come on, give me a gun. Give me some guns. They don't have a... It's like... It's empty. Got it. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, okay. AMP 249. Did I find an AMP 249? The gun yet? I'm trying to think. Here we go. Oh, gas mask. Yeah, we need that. We need that. Oh man, you're mean. Where's that guy at? Oh. I don't think they could climb. Oh, Oh, that one's pristine. That's good. Okay. Now I have 3. Yes. Where is he? Why am I not seeing them? Where is he? God! Oh, they're coming from over here. Okay. I know I heard another one. Where's my thing? Okay, we'll use this one. Which of these do I not need? I need more quick key slot. Here's our melee weapon. Where are you? Is he in here? Did they lock him up? Nope. Oh, there he is. Hey! Look what I got for you. Dude, I got this for you. Come and get it. Oh my god. Okay, we got more than one, so we gotta... Let's trap them. Okay. So let's put them in here. Come on. One more. Go in. Go in. There you go, dude. Go in.
Woodson's just followed.
How did... See, set alarm hold. Okay, I did 2. What does that mean? Is that like 2 minutes if I did that? I've never set an alarm clock before. Oh look, a gun. 408. The Chi-Tech. So we were going this way. When we got interrupted, I have dropped metal clips in the Discord of something that's coming in October. Okay. Thanks, Picky. Oh, thanks for the raid. Coob. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is it Halloween? I bet it's Halloween. I bet it's Halloween. Oh, welcome everyone. Thanks for the raid. Welcome. One Banov. If you just got here, look, watch this. Hold on. Look what I got. Guys, look. It's a gold one. Right? It's crazy, right? Okay, let's go get a Z with it. Oh, he's right there, look. Let's go get him with it. As soon as I look through this building real quick. Okay, nothing. Jump out the window. Nothing here. Oh, 3 sink, 3 bathrooms. Okay, chat. How does this even work? Okay, you open this up and you have to use the bathroom. Why are there 3 bathrooms here? Like, who goes to the bathroom next to each other? What kind of building is this again? You know, I've been to these buildings, but is this like a... I mean... Who goes to the bathroom together like that? Is there a name on this? There's no name, huh? It's a radio tower, right? It's a radio tower. Is that correct? Oh, okay. Maybe, right? I just noticed that. I mean, I've been on this, like, on different server with this building before. I just never noticed that the bathroom was that close to each other. Did somebody kill our Zed? Or is that... Did we kill that guy? Where's that Zed at? Dude, where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, we should have killed him. Oh, there he is. No, I don't want more than one. Oh man, a bunch of them. Okay, we'll lock them up. Okay, we'll lock them up except for one. Let's lock him up. Okay. Come on, guys. Where did you go? Where'd you go? Okay, go in there. Is there only one left? Where's that other guy at? Dude, where'd you go? Did you jump the fence? Oh man. Come on. I know I wasn't crazy, right? There was one right here. Okay, let's just shoot them and then do one. I think there's like a bunch of them in here. See, now they all come. Chad! Okay, are you the only one? Nope, there's still more. Come on, guys! Come on, head counts. Okay, is it? Just two. Two, right? Why am I hearing like a bunch of them? Is it just two? Okay, one left, one left. Okay. See, this is what happens when you don't have the quick key. We can't grab our... Okay, let's grab this guy. Is he the only one? Okay, let's close this so he can't go in. Let's close this so he can't go in. See, one. See, look, one shot. Where's that other guy at? Oh, they're all in the container. That's why. Wait, you can't cut him up. Okay, can I cut? Look. Oh, here it is. Okay. Look at this. Let's see. Look at that! Did you guys see that? Look! You could open a can of bean with it. Oh my god, yeah, right? It is powerful, right? Then you eat a can of bean. God, that's so awesome. Do I have any more food? Did I have food? I have this chicken right here with me for like 2 days now. Oh, it is rotten now. Look, it's rotten. Darn it. Stupid chicken. Oh, look it. Oh, it went in the ground. Did you guys see that? It literally went in here. It went through it went in the ground. Oh, you know what? Okay, so you can't I don't think you could do trees, but you could do long sticks. I think you could do long sticks. Where's the long stick at? No, it's supposed to be able to do long stick. Let's see. Oh no, okay, so you could do a knife, a long stick. No! Okay, about a tree. No, not the tree. Oh, darn it! Darn it! Because let's look. There's our knife. Yeah, because you can get dark bark. What about this little? Okay, firewood. Firewood. Nope, it can't. Darn it! That sucks, right? Man. Yeah, it is a good weapon, right? And it's a gold one. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try. Let's see. Do these go in here? The night vision one? Oh, it does. I need one of these because at night I can't see. This is a worn one. That's huge. That thing's huge. What's that? I wonder what that looks like. That looks stupid, huh? Oh, he went inside. Let's go lock him up. Okay, I gotta wait. The hell is that guy? Yes! Okay, let's do this building. On it. Okay, I think I could do this one. I can! I did it before! Chat, I did it before. Darn. What rifle do you have? Oh, what rifle do
Here
you
you
have?
can. Show your chat that awesome weapon they can find on this map and on this
Oh,
server.
ASR 12. We have 4 shots of plasma. Oh my god, I love that sound. Chat, I love that sound. Where is he at? Oh look, they're coming. Oh. Damn it. Okay, let's see if we're gonna do 2. Stand next to him, dude. Hey, dude, stand next to him. Oh man, did you see that lag? Stand next to him. You're not. Wait. Okay, let's do a far one.
Huh?
Is there a Z that's
What?
far away? Trying to look for a zombie that's far away.
Show the chat
you.
your RSAS.
Oh yeah, guys, this is like the best.
Show them how
gun
loud
on
it
here.
is and stuff.
This one. This was like the best. Okay, so this is. Oh. That's how it is with the suppressor. And then here's the without the suppressor. The whole world could hear you. Oh my god. It's crazy, right? But we only use this on special occasion because the ammo is really expensive. Stupid zombie. Oh, we didn't make it again. Let's see. What's Clan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Where's all the guns? Okay, chat, we gotta take all these markers off.
Hey, Kuppa,
Uh-huh.
you want to try another laser rifle?
Okay, okay.
You get to show them off to your chat. Here's another one.
Oh, this is the, okay. The KR 65, it takes plasma also. Oh, it takes the plasma also? Oh. Bolt action. Let's go find a Zed.
And here's another one right here when you're ready.
Clown, let's go over here and find a Zed.
I don't know, you might have beat them all with your dildo already.
Yeah, I did. Oh, they're all dead.
Just fire it. Alright, here's the other one.
This one's the... Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this one. Damn, that's good. That's like kind of like a, what is it? A bomb
Yeah.
that goes off, right? So yeah, these guns are awesome. You can find these here. Are they, like, if you don't find them, can you buy them at black market or no?
No, they're only findable.
Okay.
Hey, Kuppa. I just conferred with the big man. Pick one. It's yours.
This one for sure.
Alright, it's yours.
Yeah, this one for sure. This one's like so fun to play with.
Watch this. I'm gonna mess with her. Oh.
We need something to shoot at.
I made her tiny.
No, I don't want to make it tiny. Oh no, we're tiny. How come we're always tiny? Um, hey Clown, can I do you... Let's try a bear with this. You have a bear?
You have to go to hunting trader for a bear. Do you have your vehicle close by?
Yeah, right there. Right there.
You can go to the hunting trader.
Okay, okay. Let's put this one right here.
Get rid of that.
No, this is not.
Yeah. I will. We should show off the card dealership there, Papa.
Which one? Which one?
The exotic one.
Oh yeah, I haven't shown that one. Okay, so let's go to the hunting trader.
Yeah, she has. No, because I have to go through and delete them, and I'm not doing that right now.
I love
Who,
this
Kuppa?
vehicle so much. Yeah?
She might. She's in Cali. I'm talking to Peaky.
So yeah, I love this. Chad, I love this vehicle. Ah. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Look, he's trying to run from us.
Kuppa, stop! There's bears at that. A bear.
There he is? There.
Alright.
I thought he meant a real bear. I was like, where?
Mm-hmm. Is that what she said? The lag from the driving might be your ping rate, Kuppa.
Okay. Woo! Yeah, exactly. I guess so, right? You are true. I did get my bear. We're just like fooling around today, guys. And showing you guys kind of like what this server is like and stuff like that. The server information's on the bottom left. It just popped up right now. I have an hour. But that car's been there for like maybe 3 days. Somebody left their car. Let me know if you guys see a bear here. One time I came here and I saw one standing right there. I was like, damn.
Drive around the hunting trailer and the lake, and you might trigger a bear.
This is the hunting trailer. Do you hear anything? Usually I have to get out to hear them. That's when... Usually I have to get out. And then when I'm on here for a little bit, I could hear them. So this is the hunting trailer, and that over there is a special hunting trailer. So if you have just the regular pelts and meat, you will go in here. Isn't it amazing in here? Like, this is a good place for a base, right? Anyway, so just sell it to this guy. So this is all the stuff that you can sell to him. So there's the bear pelts and stuff. And you could sell the meat here as well. Oh, you could buy the skull.
Hey, Kuppa, I heard
The
one.
mount. How much is that? 1.5.
Oh.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
A bear or wolves?
Bear.
Okay, if it's a bear, we need. Let's do a PKP. We're about to get more. Oh, there's a deer over there. Oh.
Yeah, juggernaut.
We're just standing here. We're just standing here letting him hit us. My God, chat. Did you see that? I was like, I'm not moving from this
I know
spot.
who it is. It's that dumbass. Let me see.
Okay, so the PKP is not awesome. So we
Oh,
might
it's
need
Woodson.
a specialty gun for it. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, that was the PKP that I used, and I guess that's not gonna cut it. I was like, I'm gonna just stand my ground and then shoot it.
That's a radioactive bear. They're stronger than normal bears.
Oh, that's why. I was like, oh, I'll try my PKP and see, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not gonna work with the PKP. Yeah, it is a very cool server.
That's the hardest bear on the server.
Oh, and I was using a PKP on it. Oh my God. Okay, so I need
Mm-hmm.
I need like a 408 and above, right? 408 maybe, and a special gun, the special gun.
That or just a 20 millimeter.
Okay, okay. Which is the, let's see, 20 is
Or
it's
your
the,
RSAS.
oh, VSSK, right?
No, your RSAS. That's a very powerful gun. Your really loud gun. Yeah. No, the real loud one.
I'm gonna see. Oh, the alligator, huh?
No, your RSAS.
Yeah, I know that one for sure. What happened to my ammo?
Yeah, the alligator would do it too. A couple shots from that.
Okay. This alligator is the yeah, the alligator is the 20 mm.
Yep.
And the AS. The AS50 is 50. Let's see, AS50.
You should go sell that and see how much you make off that bear.
Oh, just that bear, huh? Let's go look.
Yeah.
Okay, so just that one bear. Let's see how much we made. Oh, somebody's here. Look at this guy. Okay, so you were selling here. Oh, I hear the wolves. Okay, so we're gonna sell these. These are about 2K each. So we got some of that, and just the meat itself gives you. Let me take the mini map off. Take the mini map off. Just the meat gave me 38k. And the pelts are 25k each, so I have 4. So that's 100. 136, guys. That's how much we made. 136. Just from one bear. Okay, here comes the wolves.
We got puppies coming.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Okay, here he comes. I use my PKP. He went in the bushes. Oh my god, he's hiding. Is there only one? Yeah, only one.
Hey, Kuppa. You wanna go show him the exact card dealer?
Yeah, we need to do that. Should we try that?
Where? Yeah.
Let's go. So how's everyone doing? You guys having a good week so far? It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Are you guys gonna play dayz sometime? Anyone playing dayz today? You just watching? Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh god, I'm sorry, guys. I want to apologize.
Some more trees in the roadway.
When you follow me and when you are talking, my I know it's not a excuse that I'm trying my best. My screen's on the right, the typing's on the right, so I have to read you guys, and I'm driving at the same time. And then on top of that, like the when you follow me, your name appears, but on the top right hand side of my corner, and I have like a what is it? A really big screen, so sometimes I can't read your name because it's so high above that I have to literally stop playing, and then stand up and then look at your name. So I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. All I saw was a W. But let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. So what's on? I'm sorry. Okay, so I already thanked you already earlier. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. thank you. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. I'm trying. I'm trying. This is my, let's see. What is it? My 93rd day of streaming. So that's like what? 3 months, right? If you added all those together, like I've only been streaming like about 3 months total. So 93 days only. Yeah, 93 days. I know I should be consistent, but I'm not, which is bad at the same time. I want to apologize for that also. I wish, like, you know, because sometimes I get up and I'm like, I'm gonna stream today, I'm gonna stream today, and then something comes up, or like I get on and I'm like, you know, I don't feel like streaming. It's a me problem. It's a me problem. It's not you guys. You guys are always amazing. Thank you. I'm glad I'm making someone laugh. I think I do stupid stuff sometimes, and I say stuff, and they're like, "That's hilarious." And I'm like, "What's hilarious?" But you know what? I noticed my followers. You guys are probably like the best followers ever. I mean, you know, I know that some of you guys don't come on during my stream sometimes, and you watch it afterwards. But I have to say, when you do come on, like, you guys are really loyal. Like, you guys, you either watch me live, or you actually literally you watch me after, and you go to my Twitch and watch it, or you're on my YouTube and you watch it, like my old ones. So I think I have like the best followers, because I look at the numbers and I'm like, yeah, they'll watch me. They're not on live, but they, you know, it's the damn time zone, and they watch me later. So yeah, I appreciate that. So you guys are there for me. It's just that the time zone is, you know, sucky. There you go, over there. Yeah, cause sometimes I was like, oh, they're not in, and then I look at my Twitch numbers and I'm
I
like,
got DC'd.
oh, okay, okay, and I'm like, oh, they're watching me, but they just, you know, they just watch me later during the, you know, own time when they have time, and so that touches my heart so much. I mean, it does, it really does. You guys are like amazing. We're like a small little community. Yeah. Okay, Peaky. Good night to you. So Peaky's like the owner of this server, and he's like UK time. So if you do come on and during UK time, he's always here. So if you have questions, if you have concern, he's really active in Discord. all the admins are active in Discord, and Clowns is always around. He's always around, so if you need questions, you just ask Clown. He admins on this server. And then Piggy's the owner of this server. Sometimes this is gas, right? This town right here.
It does a little bit, but if you get through it fast enough, you shouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah.
Did the gas mask? Oh, there it is. There's the gas. We have to go back.
Back up. Yeah, gas mask only, still broken. Here, make a left turn right here. Well, you get past these fences. Keep going straight.
So we have to go around.
Hmm. Yeah, cut across right here, Kuppa. There you go. And then, yeah.
I took my markers off, so tell me when I need to go left.
Just keep going straight. You'll be good. As long as you're hitting no hay bales or trees, we should be fine.
Oh. Are those bears?
Yeah. No, we don't want to go after them, though.
Okay, okay.
There's 3 of them in the pack. Oh. One's coming. Run! You know, you could have got on the road, right?
I know, I just saw that.
You have to turn around because the fence keeps going. There's that bear all alone in the field. Go right. Right turn, Clyde. And 400 meters. There it is. Ta-da!
Hey chat, we're here. This is exotic trader.
Yeah, right
Look,
out there.
then it closes it by itself. Look at these Viper cards. BMW, Honda, and so on. I got this one, but in like Lego pants, Lego pink. And this one. This car right here. Do you have this one?
The Subaru?
I have this Hello Kitty car. This is the tuk tuk. I go tuk tuk, tuk tuk. Is somebody here? Clown, whose black car is that over there? The Viper? Oh, that's Peaky, huh? That one over
That's
there?
the server owner's. That's the server owner's toy.
Okay, okay. So you would buy from this guy right here. Wait. There's just take a few seconds. These are the different kinds of car parts.
You know what I gotta do? I have to get a bear. Put it on this side.
This is the one I got. This pink one right here.
There, she made it the trader, and it's on her.
I should have got the black one. I think about it now. I should have got the black one or the green one, like a solid color one. That one instead. Okay. Oh, here are the parts. Oh, they only have one color for the parts. Okay. It doesn't show the whole vehicle. Let's see. This one. The price.
When you click on one of the parts, you'll see the color on the right-hand side.
There you go. How much is this one?
What?
This one is $607.
You have to click on variant and skins, Kuppa.
Oh, okay, like that. Parts. Okay, here's that one. That one. Gray. Lime. Red. Oh, okay. That's neat. Okay. And I have one of these, which is the Hello Kitty one. That's the
Ooh,
pink. That looks
yeast.
like the pink one. Okay.
Oh, he's close.
Oh. Okay, and then these are the parts. And I guess you could get different kinds of
I would go do them, but I'm not prepared for them.
Yeah, you could get different parts. Brown. Okay. I have these one right here. And they have parts too. Different colors. Okay. There's the Viper. Vehicle parts.
I'll have to look. Give me a second.
repair kit. There's extra truck battery. Regular battery. Extra keys.
Why so serious?
Okay. And if you buy a car, after you buy a car,
She buy a
you
car,
have
did
to
she?
go here and open this door. And then it opens it right here. I closed it. Let me open it. Open. And then it will show up right here. And then to get out, you have to open this door right here. And that will open that. Then you could drive out of here. This would be a nice place for a base, right? Can you get up there? Oh, you can't. Plenty of room. So yeah, this is the exotic.
You can go in the office, this Kuppa.
Exotic. Oh, we could go in the office, okay? Let's go in the office. Ooh, they have different office rooms. Wow. Somebody works here, huh?
Hello there, would you like to buy a car today?
We're gonna steal a car. ATM.
Ooh, hey, I have an idea. Come
Oh,
with me
Cloud.
if you want to live.
The other day, me and Possum came here, and because Possum wanted to buy a different vehicle, and this was new, right? So he goes, "Oh man, you know, a deer." So he started, you know, trying to kill it. It was hilarious. And then he realized it was a stuffed one, and he's all like, "Darn."
Hey Kuppa, come with me let's go for a joyride.
Oh my God. Oh, we're taking his car. Okay, first place. Wait, did you lock it?
Oh, hold on.
We're gonna
I
go.
can't do anything now.
We're gonna go in this Viper. Test ride this Viper.
Alright, try and get in now.
Look at our shoes. Okay, let's go through. Look. Cool, right? My God. Do you guys like this car? Like the look of it? I like the look of it. It's like a two-seater only though. That's the only thing if you have more than one friend. But you could go racing on this car. Like have a race. Get in and have a race with your friends. I forgot there's a military right there. Real close to it.
We're doing 210 miles an hour,
Oh
Kuppa.
my God. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, at least we didn't go flipping over, right? It just stopped.
Yeah.
That's interesting that we didn't go flying off. In the air, you know what I mean? I was thinking we're gonna go in the air.
That would be cool if there was a ramp though and you could hit it just right, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's gonna hit that and then throw us in the air and do a flip.
I wonder how fast we can get up to. We're at 150. 160.
If you need to move a mattress,
170.
I don't know. I guess. Oh, you put it in inventory,
90.
right? I think this has
200.
inventory.
212.
Oh my
15.
god.
Oh, we're over 220. Woo!
We just cut a tree.
That was fast. Just tell your chat that for a cool $1 million, this could be theirs.
Okay, I need to look at the inventory on this one and get out. Let's look at the inventory.
There's a safe place now, Peek.
Okay, so it has, let's see, 800 slots. 800.
Actually, Kuppa, watch out real quick. I'm gonna turn it around.
I don't think it does. I wish it does, but it looks like it, right? Cloud, looks like it has a cup holder, huh? Yeah, it does look like it has a cup holder.
But one of your chat asked, what if they have to transport a mattress? I'd say they have to just tie it to the roof.
That's true. We'll put it in the inventory. Depending how big the, mattress is. Okay, so... Oh, you could put a pistol there and some magazine. Forward magazine. A cassette.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't play music though, right?
You don't have that mod. The one he uses wasn't working.
Okay, okay. So no music yet, chat. It says Viper on the... and on here.
Better go to bed, Peaky.
Oh, look. We can't ride it though. You could get on top of it. Did you guys know you could get on top of these? What if it's a real one? Can you get on top of it like this?
Sit on him.
I don't think you could sit on him.
Do a sit command.
Let's see. Sit. No. Pose. Sit straight, cross, lay down, lay back. Let's do
You know, like how
Sit
there's
straight.
like dance and stuff? Just sit. There you go.
There.
There's your screenshot.
You guys see that? Oh my god. Do a sit, lay back. You could sleep on it.
Yeah.
That was lay down, right? Lay down, lay back.
This junk mail today, Beck. Yep. And the letters went out, so for them.
Sit straight.
Oh, here.
I already did that one.
Hey, you running down the hall.
Cross leg.
Hand that to Mom.
Sit crossed. We could do, let's see, interaction, clap, dance, here's dance. Hey, you could dance on top of it.
She's dancing on the deer.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
So much for tabletop dancing. Now it's elk dancing. Mm-hmm.
And this one's 320 pounds.
Yeah, I shot it myself. Alright.
How much is the server owner
A bit.
paying for royalty for using actual Oh, I don't know. Those
So,
brand
Kuppa.
names? Where's the brand name at?
That laser rifle you got?
Yeah?
Here, Selena. Here, Khalees. That laser rifle you got?
Yeah?
Protect it with your life. That's the only one on the server.
Oh, it is? Where can I buy the
Mhm.
ammo magazine at?
You can buy the ammo at the trader, the plasma rounds.
Oh, that's right, and you could find it. Okay.
I think the magazines might be there too. If not, I don't know.
Okay, okay.
We'll have to discuss that off stream with Peaky.
Okay, okay. And see where it's gonna be bought at.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. What's the actual brand name? What does he mean by, he has a question. He goes, how much is the server owner paying for royalties for using actual brand names? I have no idea what he
So
means.
what?
He says, how much is the server's owner paying on royalties for using actual brand names?
Brand names?
What brand names? I'm confused.
Well, you can tell them on the whoever asked that question that these are mods people created.
Yeah, that's what
They're not exact
that's what I thought too. They
They're
pay
replicas.
they pay for mods, right? Like most owner pays for mods.
All these mods are free
Yeah,
on Steam.
there's a lot of free mods on Steam. You know?
Yep.
You just
And
have to look for
they're
it.
not. It's not really a. This is not a Dodge Viper. This is an MBM Viper. This is an MBM BMW. This is an MBM Honda. This is an MBM Dodge. They're parodies of the real things. That's just one big fucking vehicle. That's an Oshkosh. What?
Yeah, those are like mods. So you could find like different mods that you could use on your server for free. Some of the mods for the cars are free.
You hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Fuel? Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like this, you could pay for it, but why are you gonna pay if you could get one for free, right? Some mods that are free. Unless you're just rich and you like, or you really like the cars that, you know, are the guy that made the mod for. You could pay for those. Okay, I'm going back to trader.
Okay.
So let's head back. Hopefully there's no gas. Okay, there's gonna be a restart coming up in like 20 minutes, so. We'll go to trader and sell the guns that we found. And then I gotta take a break. I gotta go eat. Did you guys have lunch or breakfast or dinner or whatever you guys are having yet? Here it's like a late lunch for me. And if you did, what did you guys have? Good night. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much. I hope to see you soon. Bye. What color is this this safe house right here? Oh, it's yellow. Okay, so let's did I mark that? Where am I at? I'm right here. So this one is yellow. So let's mark that yellow. There we go. I marked the right one, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh look, it's gas, so I gotta put on my. Oh, trader is that way, so I gotta go around this town right here. Is that water right there? Nope. "15 minutes. We might not make it to trader." Going around the gas. Oh, I guess the row-in's there. Go, go. Go, go. Let's see, trader, that way. We're going through the forest, chat. Going through the forest. We can't see. We can do this. We can do this. Look, we're almost there. $900. Is that okay, flatland, right? We want to do flatland. Okay, there's a road right here. Anyways, you know what I need to do today? I need to like loot for a workbench. So loot for a workbench. That's what I need to do. And make some more money. So 2 things. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to call it here. So I know we did not get to do a lot, but at least I showed you guys the place, right? And yeah, if you do come in here, let me know. And we'll run together. But I think I'm gonna take a break and then I might be back later, but I won't be streaming. Probably be back later and I will look for a workbench and loot some more for guns. You know the weird part is like sometimes I will when I'm not streaming is like something crazy happens. You know? Always happens when I'm not streaming. The craziness and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoy the introduction to the server and the map, and hope you like it. Hope to see you guys soon on here. You're welcome to join me here anytime or play on your own. Oh. So I'm gonna stand right here and I'm gonna tap out and let me do a goodbye screen to you guys, but before you leave, don't leave yet. Let me play one of my song out for you guys, so don't go anywhere yet. Let's do which one? Maybe this one.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's a one and only KuppaJoy. She'll dominate you playing dayz. Looking for mercy, it won't be given. In-game KuppaJoy won't make you cry, so get gone before it's time to die. She rules the land and owns the night. Better find a place that's out of sight. KuppaJoy gonna take control, playing dayz with a heart of coal. No mercy here, just grit and grind. You can't escape her brilliant mind. Resilient, strong like iron steel, gonna make you feel what's real. KuppaJoy, the game's top queen. In this world she's always seen. Fear her name, her skill so mean. In dayz she reigns supreme. KuppaJoy gonna take control, playing dayz with a heart of coal. No mercy here, just grit and grind. You can't escape her brilliant mind. KuppaJoy, the game's top queen. In this world she's always seen. Fear her name, her skill so mean. In dayz she reigns supreme. KuppaJoy gonna take control, playing dayz with a heart of coal. No mercy here, just grit and grind. You can't escape her brilliant mind.
Chat, thank you for joining me again. Thanks for the follow, you guys. Love you. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.